Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for checking out BTC for Plebs, a channel that helps ordinary people learn about Bitcoin. Today, we're going to take a look at the live stream that we've been putting up for the last, I think it's like 90 hours, and we're going to break it down and talk through the different elements here. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'd like to talk through is obviously the price, and you can see it right here on just in the middle of this page, and you can also see it behind here as well as an indication of a chart. So this chart goes, all over the place. It shows about a 24-hour window of the price of Bitcoin, and you can see where it's at currently. So that is updating at the same place, across both places there, and it really just shows a 24-hour window of what Bitcoin has done. So you can see it got somewhere up close to this like 73,600, and it's somewhere around now the 73,200 area. So that is the price right here, and the ticker that goes along the side there. Next, I'd like to talk about this upper left-hand corner. So this right here is simply a countdown for the next Bitcoin halving. And some of you might be asking yourself, what exactly is the Bitcoin halving? And we can talk about that a little bit here, but ultimately, a new block that you see right there underneath, or sorry, I use my mouse right here. This block, one of those are made about every 10 minutes. And inside of each one of those blocks is transactions. And so you can get a really good idea for what the Bitcoin network starts to look like altogether. In fact, here's a really good representation right here live in front of us is a new block being made. And you can see that now we have a few less blocks, one less block remaining before the halving. And you can see the estimated time remaining. That is estimated because blocks are about 10 minutes apart on average. So kind of lucky that we hit that live right here while we're making this video. You can see that last one came in at number 83,555, and it had this many transactions. Sorry for the live. Let's scroll down here. Wait just a second. It had about 2,600 transactions inside of it. We found it about a minute ago. And then there's some more information up above there, but I'd really like to talk through the aspects of what this left-hand side is first. We saw how a block came in and was generated, all right, it was found, and then it was added to the blockchain, or to the time chain right here. But how exactly did that happen? And hopefully we get another one while we're here. But while we were zoomed in on that last little piece, we actually, all of these transactions that are coming down, that are coming into the mempool, all of those transactions that are coming down into here are being confirmed. They're being validated. They're being, decided on whether or not they're true or not. They're allowed to go through. And then once they have been cleared, then they can go up into into the block. Well, another feature or another parameter might be, does the transaction have enough of a fee included with it? And you can see some of these transactions here. I'll try to zoom in on some. You can see where in the mempool, it will actually drop out some of those transactions and make room for new ones. Let's see if we can find one here, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. But as that mempool continues to fill up, it just creates a little bit more congestion, right? So as the mempool starts to, or the memory bank or memory pool for those transactions starts to fill up, the fees associated with those transactions might need to go up as well. There was one that just fell out right there. You can see that and how it's filling back up. Let's see if there's another one here soon that will fall out and then be put back in. Those are basically transactions that are being put back in at a greater fee, so that way they can be included into that next block. Some of these transactions that live in the mempool might live there for a while. They might sit there for, a day or two, and then the fees will drop low enough for them to be included into that next block. And you can see we found that last one about 4 minutes ago, and we're still waiting for the next block to arrive. But that's ultimately what you're looking at in a nutshell when you're looking at this entire thing. If I can use my mouse again to just kind of show you, this is the countdown for the halving. This is how many blocks we have left until that happens. And then this is the last block that we just saw, which corresponds to this one down here, okay, which is 83,455. And that block was found, and it includes transactions from the mempool, which is right here. Okay, it includes transactions from there that are valid. So then once it collects all the valid transactions, puts those into a block, adds it to the time chain, and keeps chucking along, just keeps picking out the next one to move to the next place. And I guess to talk about that a little bit more for the transaction side, one of the questions I might get is, well, are these all people sending transactions? These, downward motions that are happening here for... And I would say no, not necessarily. They're not all people. They're transactions. So I could be sending, one transaction to another person, or I could be sending 10 transactions to 10 people. Those would all show up as individual transactions there. But just shows you how, block space is limited, and there's only a certain amount of space that gets used to put these transactions inside of. So it's really crucial to, number one, keep the fees low, so that way everyone can try to get into a block and, transact within the network. But then the other element is to keep the blocks at about that 10-minute window. That's about how far apart blocks need to come in. And that's just network protocol. That's to the network standard. And so that gives you, I think, a really good glimpse of what our live stream looks like and how you can get the most out of it. Another thing I'd like to mention here is that none of these tools are actually my own. These are not things that are created by me. I don't own or operate the code that goes behind this. So I'd like to take a second and just give the credit where credit is due. And so if you'd like to see, the bottom of our feed is the top of mempool.space. So if you'd like to, you can go to mempool.space and you can see some of the same information. However, we're also using real-time information. This is our chart information from BitBow. So this is bitbow.io. If you'd like to go see the chart, latest articles, news, stuff like that. Our transaction drip, the confirmed or unconfirmed blocks, that comes from bitfeed.live. And so go there if you'd like to see the latest block and then move up into there. Also, go tip them anyway, because they've created this for so long. I've used it since I've been starting with Bitcoin. And then also watcher.guru, they have the Bitcoin halving live countdown. So I'm just aggregating this data to you, to Twitter, to Twitch, to YouTube, so that way more people can get access to the information. And I really hope that's all it does. I hope it helps with that. So if at least it does that, we're winning. So I hope that it helps you kind of understand Bitcoin a little bit more. But ultimately, I hope the live stream helps you just have a place to go to look at the price and look at the fees and know when the last block came in. And I'm not sure what we're going to put there whenever the halving finishes, but if you want to support the page and be like Columbus Bitcoin, they actually help pay for the teleprompter that I'm using to do this video here. And if you'd like to support the channel in any way, feel free to reach out. We're taking donations, but also just gifts in any capacity to be able to help us in the journey of teaching more people about Bitcoin. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.